So this is GenTube, and honestly, the simplest way I can describe it is, it's an app where you just make art. That's it. No learning curve, no subscription, no, you need to know what you're doing first. Surrealism, fantasy, cyberpunk, abstract, whatever's in your head, you type it and it shows up. For free, instantly, no limits. I'm going to walk you through the whole thing right now from my phone, so you can see exactly what it looks like and how fast it actually moves. Pull up GenTube.app on your phone. You'll land on the home feed. We'll come back to that. For now, tap the Create button and you'll get a prompt box. This is where everything starts. I'm going to type, a lone astronaut standing in a field of giant glowing mushrooms. Fog everywhere. Purple sky. Hit generate. Look at that. 1 second, maybe 2. That's a full image. Moody, detailed. The light on the mushrooms is actually doing something interesting. This is the core loop of GenTube, and it's stupidly satisfying. You type whatever's in your head. It shows up in like a second. If you don't love it, you just hit generate again. And again. There's no cost, so you can be picky. Keep going until something stops you. Let me regenerate a few times. See how each version is a completely different interpretation. One goes darker, one pulls the colors warmer, one puts the astronaut closer to the frame. Same prompt, totally different energy each time. This is the thing that makes you lose 20 minutes without realizing it. Okay, so I've got one I actually like. The third version, the one with the deep purple fog and the astronaut small in the frame. Now let's edit it. Tap the magic edit button. You'll see a few suggested edits right there. Things like add more fog, change the lighting, make it more cinematic. You can tap one of those or type your own. I'm going to type, add a giant moon rising behind the mushrooms, cracked like it's breaking apart. Generate. There it is. Same image, same vibe, but now there's this cracked moon filling the background, and it makes the whole thing feel much bigger. This is the part where it starts feeling like yours. You found a base you liked, then you pushed it in a direction only you would think to go. Change a thing, add a thing, take something out. Small edits, big difference. Now let's try the style blocks. Underneath the prompt area, you'll see art style options you can add. Tap and add a few. I'm going to try abstract art first. Generate. Completely different. The image breaks apart into shapes and color fields, loses the realism, becomes something you'd see on a gallery wall. Now swap it out for cubism. Generate. The astronaut fractures into geometric planes. It actually looks intentional and considered, not like an AI filter, more like a real stylistic choice. This is genuinely how I learned what half these art movements even looked like. You just throw a style at it, and suddenly you understand why people make whole careers out of Baroque or Cubism or whatever. Try Baroque. Everything gets richer, heavier, more dramatic. The lighting goes theatrical. Now try CGI cyberpunk. Neon, hard edges. The mushrooms suddenly look like they're from a video game. Same original concept. 4 completely different worlds. That's the style blocks doing their job. Here's one of my favorite features. Once you've generated an image, enter swipe mode. What it does is show you variations. Same composition, different interpretation. Mood, lighting, color temperature, texture. You swipe through them like you're picking a photo from a shoot. The thing about swipe mode is you think you know what you want, and then you swipe and go, oh, actually that one. The third or fourth swipe always gets me. Something shifts, the contrast drops, or the color goes cooler, or the fog lifts slightly, and suddenly it's better than anything I would have typed my way to. Swipe mode finds the version you didn't know you were looking for. Let me run another one from scratch so you can see the full flow again. New prompt. A vintage tea shop floating in the clouds. Warm lamplight. Raining outside. Someone reading by the window. Generate. That's immediately cozy and cinematic. Regenerate twice. The second one has better rain on the glass. I'm going to magic edit. Add fairy lights along the ceiling. There. Now it's perfect. Throw Baroque on it for fun. And yeah, that's a painting. That's something you'd hang on a wall. The whole thing took maybe 3 minutes. You don't always have to start from scratch. Go back to the main feed and you'll see everyone else's creations. When something catches your eye, tap Remix. It takes that image as a starting point and lets you put your own spin on it. Adjust the prompt, change the style, push it somewhere new. This is genuinely useful when you're staring at a blank prompt box and nothing's coming. You see someone else's cyberpunk cityscape and think, what if that but underwater? What if that but ancient Rome? The remix is already halfway there. It saves you from the empty page problem entirely. And the feed is just other people doing exactly what you've been doing for the last few minutes. You can see what they made, what got remixed, who has the most inspires. It's a pretty good rabbit hole when you want to see what's possible, or just get ideas for your next prompt. Your own stuff lives on your profile. After a few weeks of using this, it kind of becomes a little gallery. Your visual taste, your weird ideas, your specific corner of what's possible, which is honestly the best part of the whole thing. Yeah, that's it. There's no cheaper, faster, or easier way to make real art online. Not even close. Free, instant, no limits, works on your phone, and you don't need to be good at anything to make something you're actually proud of. Go to GenTube.app, open it, and create something in the first 30 seconds. If you're bored, if you're curious, if you just want to see what happens when you type something weird into a box, come make something. Links in the description.